Seal Test, the name that means topmost quality. In ice cream, milk, and other dairy products, presents Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuilapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Jack,
Yes, Fletcher.
what time is it, please? I forgot my watch.
The show's just been on less than a minute.
Thank you. What time are we on these days?
Around 6,
That Central Standard or Eastern Standard?
Central Standard.
Central Standard. What are we on, Central Standard or Eastern Standard?
We're on Central Standard.
Central Standard. I hope you'll excuse me for asking you.
Quite all right.
I'm supposed to meet Kukla here at 6 o'clock sharp. Well, I'm on time. Lynn, is there a National Geographic around here anywhere?
I haven't seen one lately.
It's all right. I just hope you don't mind my asking.
No, not at all.
Fletcher, I'm sorry I'm late.
It's all right, Kukla. I'm usually quite prompt, but then I don't expect everyone else to be prompt. I know that you have things to do. I'm very glad that you arrived here at all. That's very important to me.
What was it you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, Kook, it's a very, quite a serious matter.
I notice you have a very serious expression on your face.
Do I really?
Mm-hmm. You're very serious and sober today.
Well, I feel rather serious today. It's quite a serious situation that's come up, and I did want to talk to you because you are the leader of the group, and you said, at one time when you gave us one of your little pep talks, you said, Fletcher and Cast, I remember you spoke to all of us. We were in your dressing room, and you said, if you have any grievances, it would be much better if you did not sulk or pout or fight amongst yourselves, but rather bring them to me, meaning you, of course, who is the impresario and leader of our troupe, and that I, meaning you, will try to straighten them out. I remember that. As a matter of fact, I almost quoted that verbatim.
Well, you practically did. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad. Something serious, I'd like to help you. And if it's something, a grievance or anything, anything I can do, we'll do our best to remedy the situation.
Well, I know you will, and that's why I have come.
Why?
So that you'll remedy the situation.
What situation?
Oh, I haven't told you, have I? Well, sir. Alrighty, I'll get down to brass tacks.
Go on.
For the past several weeks, you know that I have been working on my garden.
Yes, Fletcher, we know. We're sorry that we upset you in any way. We didn't realize...
That's all right. That's all past and over and forgiven. And as long as I finally planted my seeds and got the flower pots filled, then I'm satisfied. No, it's on an entirely different matter that I am approaching you on.
Oh?
Yes. The mail situation.
Oh.
And rightly, you might say, oh. The mail department has been rifled.
Again?
Yes. Kukla, I really don't, I know that it's no one's really fault or anything, but I do believe that if I am handling the mail department, I feel it's only right and proper that I go over every piece of mail and distribute it properly to the right individuals. I don't think it's right for someone to come down into the mail room and dive pell-mell into the mail bin there and scatter things out and select their mail at their own disorganizing rate of speed. I think it's absolutely wrong. I do my best, and I want to work, and I'm glad to do it, just exactly the way it's done, but I will not stand for interference.
Well, who is the person who's been doing all this?
Well, I don't like to drop names. But it has something to do with poetry.
Oh, that again.
Yes. I understand perfectly well that all poems go to Oliver, and I think that's right. He is the head of our poetry department. But he doesn't have to dive in and throw letters helter-skelter all over my nice, clean mailroom. I have everything organized in little piles. I have files. I have carbon copies. I have triplicates and quadruplicates. And everything. I've got files on files. You can find anything you want in the mailroom, and I'm perfectly willing. It's open. Anybody can see the books. But doggone it, if you'll excuse expression, you know I don't very often get carried away that far.
Well, I'm sure Ollie doesn't mean it, Fletch, and I'll do my best to talk to him. I'll talk to Fran about it, too.
All right. I don't want to cause anybody any trouble, and I don't want to upset Ollie either. He's a good, kind-hearted fellow. So I just thought you ought to know about it, because it's simply got to stop, that's all. Simply got to stop.
Fran?
Mm-hmm.
Problem.
Problem today?
I thought we were going to have problems today.
Well, I'd sort of hoped we wouldn't.
You look pretty. Did you wash your hair? It looks pretty.
Thank you.
Well, it seems that... remember the old question of yes and no files?
You mean the rhyming
Mm-hmm.
department?
The old poetry corner? No and yes files have started up again. I mean, it's obvious that Ollie has been taking advantage of Fletcher's kind of quiet days with the gardens.
He's been getting his own mail?
He's been getting his own mail again.
Well, honestly, I would like to I suppose Fletcher's upset,
Very upset.
Well, I'd like to agree with him, but you know, it's a kind of a feeling. It's like, well, I can understand Ollie. He sees his name on the thing, and he can't wait till it's given to him. He wants to grab it.
He wants to grab it.
I know, it's like hearing a telephone ring when you're in someone else's home, you know, and you can't bear to hear it ring, and you want to go and answer it, or you walk down a hall and you hear a phone ringing.
Well, of course, Fletcher's a little testy these days, you know. He's
Yes,
nervous
I know.
on account of that garden incident.
I know.
So, I suppose we'll speak to Ollie and see if he can only do a little more quietly.
Well, yes. Of course, we all agreed that we wouldn't disturb the mailroom.
Well,
when
he said he dived right into the big mail bag there.
Oh, I'm
Letter
sorry.
just flew out.
I can, too. I really can't blame him, though.
Well, hello, laddie. Hello, laddie.
That's beautiful.
How are you?
Fine. How about you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Is that yours?
I don't know. It's mine. I found it out in the mailroom, and I opened it. It had my name on it. Well, my name was one of 3 names on it, so I thought I'd open it. Isn't it lovely?
Oh, it's beautiful.
From Louise Ashenberg.
Well, then I'll bet it's mine.
Think it is?
Well, I'll bet it'll fit me better.
Oh, okay.
Ollie, have you been diving down into the mailroom again?
Yes, I have been.
Oh, you
You should
promised.
see my 1.5 gainer.
You promised you wouldn't do it. I'll bet this is
That
mine.
is beautiful.
It fits me better.
Isn't that like she made that herself? Huh? Oh, wait a minute. There's something else down here. I thought this was yours. Here. It's a fascinator.
Fascinating. It's a kerchief. It just matches it.
Isn't that cute for costumes?
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Oh, we can have a wonderful costume party very soon.
Let's do.
Why don't we do a... Should we do a big pageant today, going west or something? Let's do a big pageant.
Could we all? You want to do a pageant?
No. Not today. You need more preparation.
When did you ever halt for the lack of a little preparation?
Well, I usually like pageants better that I start myself.
Yes, and you always get to be the very best part.
I'm no fool. Hey, here's something down here. Look.
This is certainly pretty.
Another package. I opened it, but I guess it's not for me.
Well, that looks like my size.
Cute.
Oh, a little
Look it out.
sweat.
What else is it?
Be careful, don't get a
isn't
Fletcher's
that
wet.
cute?
Oh, isn't that cute?
It's from Mrs. Regina Sanders in Astoria, Long Island.
Oh,
Want
look.
to put it
I
on?
like to put it all on. Isn't that cute?
Oh. Those off-the-face things are so good this
You like
year.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
You want to put the coat on?
It doesn't fit over my ears very well, does it?
Oh, I thought it.
All right.
Yes, I like it.
Put on
Put
the
this
sweater.
on?
The ribbon cut. There.
How's the sleeve?
That's all right. A little long, but I
Yeah,
can
if you
roll them
want,
up
we'll
because
turn
it
'em up.
might shrink.
Oh, isn't that nice?
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Cable stitch.
Yes.
Very smart. Could wear that to Nantucket if I should go there this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes, indeed. It's just lovely.
Oh, you look real sweet.
Do you like it?
Yeah, you look
Yeah,
real
but-
kind of old-fashioned. How do I look?
A little old-fashioned.
Well, I am old-fashioned.
Are you?
Uh-huh.
Well, me too. I'm old-fashioned. I love the moonlight. I love those old-fashioned things.
The sound of rain upon a window pane, the starry song that April sings. This year's fancies are passing fancies,
But sighing sighs, holding hands, these my heart understands.
I'm old-fashioned.
But I don't mind it.
That's how I want to be.
As long as you agree to stay old-fashioned with me. Well, I think I'll go out and get my covered wagon and go for a little spin.
That'd be nice. Will you take me along with you?
Love to.
I'm going to have a little chat with Ollie.
Yes, I think you really should.
I think I'll take my hat and coat off.
May I help you?
Yeah, would you please, Fran?
You have to be careful with knitted things so you keep their shape
I want
nice.
to stretch it.
Right?
Yeah.
Want me to hang them up for
Would you do it?
Sure.
Put them into my locker. Ollie! You won't bounce much when you hear what I have to say.
Oh, I'm a bouncy one. Nobody can stop me from bouncing. I'm a bouncy one.
Stop!
What is it, old pal?
Why,
Oh, you're the nicest. You're the greatest friend that anybody ever had in the whole world, Kukla. You're a sweetie. Right from the tip of your fine little round nose down to your little tippy toes. You're a sweetie. Yes, sir, you are. You're my pal. You're my boy. Now, what was it you were going to say to me?
why? Just wanted to invite you to a party I'm giving.
Wasn't that nice? Oh, I knew I could count on my little pal. I'd love that. Let's all go to a party. I think that'd be real fine. I'd like that very much. Yes, sir, indeed. What kind of a party is it going to be?
It's going to be an ice cream party.
Oh, that's fine. I love ice cream parties. Where's the ice cream?
Downstairs. I was just dishing it out just before the show.
Ooh, hope it won't melt.
No, I put it back in the freezer.
Oh, great, great. Let's go and get it.
Okay.
Where is it?
Oh, wait a minute. Not in the freezer. What could it be?
There wasn't any.
Yes, there was.
There couldn't have been any.
Yes, there was. Somebody's taking the ice cream. Fran!
Yes.
Somebody took the... Somebody took the...
Took the what?
Have you seen my seal dust ice cream?
No, Kukla, I haven't.
I had a whole half gallon. It was almost... I had it almost all emptied out in a big dish.
In a bowl?
In a bowl. all set up.
Jack, did you see it?
I haven't seen it, Fran.
I was going to invite you too, Jack.
Lynn,
No, I haven't seen it, Fran.
when did you see it last?
Well, just before the show, I came up here to meet Fletcher, and I didn't quite finish dishing it out, but I didn't want to be late.
Well, let me see.
Could it be?
Don't anybody leave this room.
No.
Mercedes! What are... Now, after all, Mercedes. Go to your room, Mercedes. Go to your room. Have all the ice cream you want, but you must act just in time.
Oh.
I must say that I don't think she intended to have it all herself.
I hope not.
Because she was on her way out the front door, and I see some other children out there.
That's a whole half gallon.
Is that a whole half?
Well, not quite a whole half gallon. There's still a little bit left here. Maybe you could dish it out for us.
Sure.
Yes, there's quite a little bit left in here, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to fill the dish right up here. I'll hold the dish for
You hold it. I'll
Yeah.
scoop.
Seal test vanilla. So creamy.
Are we going to have a big bowl dessert tonight?
No, I didn't know what kind of a dessert we should have. I got a letter from a friend of ours in East St. Louis, Illinois, from M.J. Ellis. And the letter suggested that maybe we could vary our ice cream sundaes by having a chocolate ice cream with marshmallow syrup.
Well, that'd be nice. Last time we had fresh fruit. That would be nice.
That'd be good. You use chocolate ice cream or vanilla if you want to, with marshmallow syrup over it, and then chocolate syrup over that. That'd be awful good, wouldn't it?
Yes. Oh, there are a lot of wonderful things you could do.
And Selig had an idea. Out in Great Neck, New York, she suggested taking a piece of sponge cake and cutting it in a circle, and place vanilla ice cream on top and cover it with crushed strawberries. Then marshmallow sauce, and sprinkle with shredded coconut. Oh, boy, with it.
Good. You know, I just love to heat this up.
I love those.
I'm going to let Lynn lick the package.
Are you? Nice half-gallon.
You want to, Lynn?
You see how much there is in that half-gallon
Hey.
size?
I don't even have all of it yet.
You don't? Oh,
But
my
I
goodness.
think this is going to be enough for right now.
I don't think we have a big enough dish.
Let me put this away for a second. May I?
Half-gallon is so economical because you've got 2 full quarts in every container, and yet it doesn't cost much more than just a single quart. It's wonderful. Fran, how about that other recipe that came in?
I'm just looking at the... Yes, here
You
it
got
is.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is a letter. This came in from Anthony DeBella in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a suggestion. It's very nice, too. Take a very large dish of seal test ice cream, any flavor.
We've got that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put that over here.
Now, next. What could we do
It
next?
says, surround this with Fran's sweet smile.
Oh, that's very sweet. Then it says, pour on quite freely Ollie's smooth personality.
It's true.
Yeah,
Atop this, put a generous squirt of Colonel Cracky's and Cecil Bill's light chatter.
that's right.
Then sprinkle with Beulah's and Fletcher's nutty action. High on top, as high as Madame Oglepus's high notes, place something sweet and special like Kukla's cherry nose.
And this will do till Strum Buddy thinks up something better. That's real cute.
From Anthony
DeBella.
DeBella in
Mhm.
Chicago. That's a wonderful recipe.
Oh, here we are. Well, let's start, huh?
I think we ought to wait a little
A little
while.
conversation first. Why don't we... Fran, would you put it in the freezer?
Yes, I will. Mm-hmm. This time, shall I lock it?
I have a key. Cool.
What?
Does all seal test ice cream come in a square container like that, in a half-gallon size?
In some cities, it's in a round container.
That's what I wanted to know.
That's what you wanted me to say.
That's right.
Ollie, now listen, you've gone around enough now. I want to talk to you. This no and yes file and all that department.
Yes?
Well, it's, you know, we agreed that we shouldn't have no and yes files on poetry, that you should just read the poetry as it comes and pick out to the best of your ability.
Well, yes, naturally, so I put some in the no and some in the yes.
How come everything in the no is poetry about us and everything in the yes is poetry about you?
Because I'm running it.
Well, that's a good answer. Why don't you just sort of sprinkle a few things about us in the yes file?
Because I know then that none of my poems would get read. You just stick to your own.
I don't know. Why don't, Fran, would you
Yeah?
come in for a minute? I want you to settle something for us. if we put some of, if Ollie's poems and our poems were all mixed up in the yes file, wouldn't we all we'd mix them up evenly?
Well, I believe I would.
That's what I thought.
Would you really?
I think it would sound nicer anyway if somebody else read your poems instead of you.
For instance, I had some poems that came directly to me. I still have them, and they just don't get read because I don't have any opportunity to read them.
Oh, well, I would want you to read them, Fran.
Well, I wouldn't want to step on your toes in any way at all. I wouldn't want to infringe on your rights. They're very lovely poems.
I'd love to hear you read them, Fran.
Would you really?
Yes, I would.
Well, just a minute.
You're my cutie. She's a lovely girl.
You're a diplomat.
This is a real great one. Said, Connie Tibbs wrote this, and Connie, you know, has been ill for quite a while.
Oh, is she?
She's much better by now, but she had a little time on her hands, and so she wrote this poem. Kukla is a little man. Fletcher is a guppy fan. Mercedes is a crybaby. Madame Oglepus is a funny lady. Fran, I love this. Fran is as pretty as ever, but boy, that Ollie is really clever.
Oh, see? We read some of those too.
Oh, well, that sounds much better.
I have another one that I think is very nice, too. Peggy Stark wrote this.
Oh.
I make all my evenings jolly by watching Kukla, Fran, and Ollie. I wish I had been born a man, 'cause I could really go for Fran, but I'm kind of glad I am a her, so I can concentrate on Burr.
You know, all these poems, I'm going to send an autographed photograph.
Are you?
To all the people who wrote these poems that we're using on the air today. Yes,
Well, I don't want to
indeed.
take up the whole poetry hour. I have some others, but I can wait.
No, I just maybe ought to tell people where to send their poems. You know, we haven't shown that for a long
No,
time.
we haven't.
Box 3. Oh, I even forgot the number.
Box 3.
Oh, just a minute.
It's silly. Box 3.
446.
3446.
Chicago,
77.
Illinois.
Right.
You know, we haven't told people about that for a long time.
I
Isn't
know
that
it.
terrible?
Guess we haven't had anything that made us just think of it.
No, just to hear the poems, all these poems come in. They had the right addresses, but maybe somebody else wants to write poems in or letters or...
You know, people don't always remember, though, to put their own addresses on.
That's very important.
Had some of the most wonderful letters I should just have loved to answer, and and they ask questions in the letters, too, that really demand an answer, but no address.
It's too bad, too. Here's a poem I'm going to read.
Okay.
It says, Dear Ollie. So, Ollie, come on, you can hear this. This is real wonderful.
All right.
His handsome face you know quite well. As for me, I think he's swell. Such lovely eyes and radiant hair, his beauty is beyond compare. He loves to sing a pretty tune, and when he does, it makes me swoon. For a fellow who's witty, charming, and jolly. The one we love best is dear old Kukla.
That
That's
little
what it
rhyme
says.
scheme is very interesting, you know.
Why, Dottie Betzweiser, North College Hill, Ohio.
Here's another one, Fran, I'd like to read to you. Real pretty one. This is from Elizabeth J. Cox.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as a matter of fact, it's really written by Beverly J. Cox out in Mount Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who it is that sings so well, that sounds like a tinkling bell? I miss her so from Friday till Mon, a lovely lady, Fran Allison.
Well, that's beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
Yes. Here's another one from Carol Kerr.
Mhm.
Carol lives in Yonkers, New York. Oh, this is my day. Fran is pretty, Kukla is cute, but Ollie is just grand. Why, if he ever visited my street, I'd meet him with a big brass band.
I heard that. That goes in the yes file.
That's a
That's a
wonderful
lovely-
one.
I have another one here.
I have one I want to read.
All right. It's your turn.
This is Fletcher Rabbit. Fletcher Rabbit is a chatterbox, yakety yakety yak, but he's awfully cute with his floppy ears and his cottontail in back. Isn't that cute?
Who's it from?
Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. There's a whole series of... Oh, here it's from Miss Jean Chapman in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Well,
Well,
Fletcher will never know now.
you'll never know. I think that was very cute.
I should say.
Any more?
Yes, here's one from Nancy Brown, who lives in Akron. Kukla. Kukla is my favorite friend. He really has the television trend. He's nice to look at, and his voice is sweet. When he's on the screen, it's really a treat.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Save that one. You should really frame it.
Cutie. Look at me. A moment ago, you kind of smiled and giggled and... Do I do something to you?
Oh, Ollie, you know how I feel about you.
No, I don't.
You don't? Would you like to know?
I'd love to hear.
You do something to me, something that really mystifies me. Tell me, why should it be you have the power to hypnotize me? Let me live neath your spell. Do that voodoo that you do so well. You do something to me that nobody else can do. Let me live neath your spell. Do that voodoo that you do so well. For you do something to me that nobody else can do, that nobody else can
Oh, I'd like to sing a song back to you.
Would you?
You know the title of the song? Get the Best.
Get seal test.
Get the best, get Seal Test.
That's right. Buy Seal Test. It's America's favorite ice cream. And America's favorite flavor? Why, sure, it's vanilla. Just dip into that creamy, smooth Seal Test vanilla and heap it high on apple pie. Serve it with fresh fruit, juicy red ripe strawberries, for instance. Or how about a chocolate soda with lots of vanilla ice cream? Oh, well, help yourself, young man. Now, there's a customer who can tell you Seal Test vanilla ice cream is smackin' good. Order from your Seal Test ice cream dealer. Buy the best. Buy Seal Test.
This is Burr Tillstrom, thanking you on behalf of all the Kuilapolitan characters. As Colonel Cracky might say, I think you're all fragile magnolia blossoms, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie are brought to you by the divisions of National Dairy Products Corporation, makers of Seal Test products. Always look for the name Seal Test. It's your assurance of purity, quality, and fine, rich flavor in ice cream, milk, and other dairy products. Kukla, Fran and Ollie came to you from Chicago.
NBC Television.